everyone, welcome to week 33 in my 4th grade class. Hi, if you're new to my channel, my name is Mariely Sanchez and I'm a 4th grade teacher in South Florida. Today is April 24th, 2023. It's the end of the day, Monday. My students were recently dismissed and I'm getting ready to go to a leadership meeting after school, so I'm going to make this quick. Basically, today, the only thing that we ended up doing in either class was making sure they were finishing their Wonders Unit 5 Week 5 assessment. And starting tomorrow, we're going to do the practice test for the FAST assessment that they're going to take next week. So they're going to take the first part of it tomorrow, we're going to debrief it, and then we're going to take the second part on Wednesday. And then Thursday is Take Your Child to Work Day, and Friday we'll do a last minute review using a nice fun review game so that it is not boring and the students are up and about and sharing information while adding that little competitive factor. So I know it's pretty short, but that is my check-in for Monday. I will see you tomorrow. We are now at the end of the day on Tuesday. The students were just dismissed and I finished checking my email before I get going. But today the students were taking the first part of the FAST, which stands for Florida Assessments for Student Thinking, the practice test for ELA, English Language Arts. So the students read a paired passage set and needed to answer 8 questions. And I gave them some time to do that on their own. And when I saw that pretty much everybody was done, we went ahead and debriefed the test, reviewed it, doing the Attack the Castle review game. So this is the FAST test. The students can take it on the computer, but I just didn't have it right now. And I decided to just give them the paper-based version of the practice test. So for this particular one, they had one passage about George Crumb, who is credited in some way for the potato chip. And over here, passage 2, what's the real story behind potato chips? So once they read the paired passage set, the students went ahead and answered the questions. So this is my answer key, but let me show you the actual student test. Here is my own test that I was taking while the students were also taking the test. So here are the questions that the students had. So they went over that, and they also had table match questions. Here's one of them, and here is the other one. Tomorrow the students will read this poem, which is a pretty long poem with 100 stanzas, if you can, not 100, sorry, over 100 lines, I meant to say. And then they will answer the rest of the questions, 9 through 15. So this is my Attack the Castle board. As you can see, I kind of updated it. I added 5 kingdoms instead of 4 being the max. And I have the little post-its up here to represent, their kingdom and who they're attacking. And based on that, I gave them points. And again, I randomly chose the team that will go and answer the question and wheel of names. I created this wheel under my account. And then if that team goes, then I just hit the team, and then the students will be able to select from the ones that are left. So I can just easily add that team back in the advanced options, and there it is, and then hide that back so that it's available for the next time I use it. So it was a fun and engaging way to review it, but I do realize that some students sometimes are not able to handle the competition, and it's just a review game. It's not like they're getting anything other than just extra dojo points at the end of the day for participating and making it to first, second, or third. I ended up making the team that had the most attacks be the winner this time, just to flip the rules. But even that, some students have had a little problem with. So now I'm thinking of doing another different kind of review game where I use like a 100 board, and there are numbers, and when you click on a number that you choose, behind that number will be the points that you are awarded for answering that question. So maybe I'll do that, and I'll let you know how it goes later on in the week. But that is basically the gist of what we did today. I did that with both classes. With my homeroom, which I had this afternoon, my block 1 I had at the end of the day today, Tuesday, we still had like 40 something minutes left after PE. So I just went ahead and introduced the new Wonders unit that we're supposed to be working on this week on energy and why it's important to find new sources of energy. So that is where we are right now. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so I'll let you know how everything else goes then. See you tomorrow. It's the end of the day Wednesday. Just finished having a nice grade level meeting with my team, just going over some things that are coming up for the end of the year procedures. And I had a great day with my students. This morning, though, as I went to pick them up, I actually stepped on a wooden thing that was protruding from the ground. I think it was what remained of these fence posts that were at school. And let me show you. So it punctured my shoe, and I just want to show you. See, it went straight through. And this is what happened to my foot. I am actually very lucky that it didn't puncture my skin, but as you can see, it was pretty intense, the trauma that my foot received. So this has been very painful. I've been able to walk after a bit, but yeah, rest in peace shoe, but thank you so much for protecting me. So yeah, I had to get an ice pack this morning, put it on my foot. I've been having pain off and on, but right now it feels okay, although I don't know how it's going to feel later. So we'll see. When I get home, I'll try to put some ointment on it to help my bruising and all that stuff. But anyway, this morning I started with my block 1, which is my homeroom, and they worked on a writing activity that I had an idea to do this morning. I called it Wonderful Wednesday, and I just asked them to write about anything wonderful that was happening in their life. This is what the sheet looked like, and that's what the prompt said. So what's something wonderful, wondrous, whimsical, warm-hearted, and winsome that are happening in their life right now. And if students had a hard time thinking of something, I just told them, think of something that you're grateful for having and explain why, or think of a time that you felt really excited or happy about something and write that, or try to write a letter to your future self about what you hope to accomplish and maybe in the next 1 or 5 years. So little things like that to help them get started with writing. And then they went into reading the poem that was part of our reading practice test for the state test next week. And once they finished that, we started our Attack the Castle review game again. We got through 5 questions, and on Friday, we'll finish it up. Not tomorrow, Thursday, because a lot of the students will be out for Take Your Child to Work Day. So on Friday, we'll continue going over that, and my Block 2 did the same thing. They didn't get to the part of the review game, but we will get to that on Friday as well. So that's pretty much what we've done today for Wednesday. I will let you know how everything goes tomorrow for Take Your Child to Work Day. Hello everyone, I'm actually coming to you from Friday. I completely forgot to vlog yesterday, which was Take Your Child to Work Day, but I am going to give you a recap on that. So yesterday, in total, between 2 classes, I had, and my co-teacher had 6 students. So 2 from my homeroom and 4 from hers. We ended up keeping all the students together, and my son came with me yesterday for Take Your Child to Work Day. He actually wanted to come. So the students actually loved meeting him. And after the students worked on an iReady toolbox packet on poetry, they started playing Minecraft, and my son joined in, and they all had a great time. So that's pretty much what they did yesterday. We had a little later lunch than usual. Our lunch is usually at 10:35, but because there were so many students missing from school yesterday for Take Your Child to Work Day, they made everyone from 3rd grade to 8th grade have lunch at 11. So after lunch, they continued playing Minecraft. Then they went to music, and after music, they came and they played board games. So some of them were Uno, Mancala. My son actually played a round of Uno with them, and one of my students beat him at Mancala, and he was having a great time. And then they ended the day with more Minecraft. So it was a really good day for them. And today everybody came back. So my morning group, we were working on making sure that we finished our game from Wednesday using the Attack the Castle, and they made it so that everybody had tied scores, so everybody got 1st place points. And then I updated the wheel and the reward stickers for that group. My afternoon group, we did the same thing. We updated the reward and the stickers and the reward wheel, having them spin it. And then after that, I went ahead and I gave each team a different passage, and each passage had like 5 questions that they needed to answer as a group together. And I told them, for however many questions you have right, you can go to our 100-board score sheet or table and touch that amount of points to see how many points you get, or touch that amount of numbers. So for example, I only was able to check the answers for 1 team, and they ended up getting 3 questions out of 5 right. And they got 3 numbers that they could choose from the board, and this is what they got. So here is the board. So as you can see, they got 3 points, then they got 1 point, and then they got 1 point. So in total, they have 5 points. And then we'll see how the other teams go. And again, this is something I created on PowerPoint. So if I touch here, it'll reveal what is there. So I have to reset it, but that's basically what we were doing. And I had a lot of fun creating this board. It did take me some time, but now I have it and I can customize it. So it's great. So that is how I spend my Friday and how yesterday went. So I know I had to condense those in 2 days. But it's been a week. It's been such an exhausting week, and I'm so glad the weekend is here and I get to rest and go home and decompress, spend time with my family, get some chores done. So I can't wait to do that. I hope you enjoy coming along with me on this week. I think it was week 33. And next week we are going to be testing, doing state testing. On Monday, we're going to do last minute review, just the same, finishing off that passage group activity. And then Tuesday, they take their reading test. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, we'll just do our regular Wonders unit. And then they take the math test on Friday. So next week, yes, the big week for the big state tests. I'm hoping my students do well, show growth, and like I said, show everything that they have learned with me this year. So I hope you enjoyed coming along with me. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought, any questions you may have. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell for notifications so you don't miss any future videos. I hope you have a beautiful, magical day, and don't forget to smile. Hello, dreamers, wishers, and magical thinkers. Thank you so much for making it to the very end of this video and for showing your support. If you'd like to subscribe, you can do so by clicking on my picture down here. You can also check out my latest videos here and here. Don't forget to believe in the magic that's inside you because you are capable of great things. See you next time.